So today we are basically going to be going through the NBA standings because there's a month left in basketball as of today, which is March 14th, which is also the creation of this YouTube channel that you're watching on. This YouTube channel was created 2 years ago. So we're gonna do this standings video, and we're gonna do a separate video on the 2 years of this channel. So we're also going to do this in a month from now on this exact day, probably, most likely. We're going to do the end of the season standings because the end of the season is in a month from now. So let's go through the standings for the 2023-2024 NBA season. Hopefully you guys like, subscribe, and let's get into it. So let's start off with one of the worst teams in the NBA, or I think it is the worst team. Yes, it is the worst team in the NBA. The worst team in the NBA. The 15th seed, Washington Wizards, who have won 11 games and have lost 54 games, which is a crazy loss to win percentage. They are probably in contention right now for the first overall pick, which is, we got to do mock drafts soon. So I don't even know most of the people in the draft, and it wasn't like last year where I knew Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, and Brandon Miller, and all those people. So then the next worst team in the NBA is the Pistons, who have the worst. They went on a 27-game losing streak, 28, 27, and they have won 12 games and have lost 53 games, which are only one game ahead of the Washington Wizards. And then, are we going to go in Eastern Conference to Western Conference? No, I think we're going to go in order of who has the worst season to who has the best season. So then, moving over to the Western Conference, at number 15, the San Antonio Spurs, where Victor Wembanyama plays, they have won 14 games and have lost 52 games, which is, that is a horrible percent. Victor needs some help, which is probably going to be like a Trae Young or something. Because if they could get Trae Young on their team, they're good. What is it called? Then we're hopping over to the Eastern Conference again. And you guys could probably guess. At number 13 for the Eastern Conference, the Charlotte Hornets, because LaMelo Ball is injured. LaMelo Ball is out for the remaining of the year. I don't think he would come back. It's already, basically the season's already almost over. And they have won 17 games and lost 49. And this is a bad win percent. Then moving back over to the Western Conference, at number 14 in the Western Conference, the Portland Trail Blazers, who have lost 19 games and have won 40. I said that wrong. They have won 19 games and have lost 46 games. These are like the bottom of the barrel teams that we're going to talk about today. So, there are two teams that are tied. At number 12 in the Eastern Conference, the Toronto Raptors, who have won 23 games and have lost 43. And on the Western Conference, the Memphis Grizzlies, who should be better, but a lot of their key players are injured. They are at 13 also in the West, and they have won 23 games and lost 44. Then, the next worst team is number 11 in the Eastern Conference, which are the Brooklyn Nets, who have won 26 games and have lost 40 games. I'm surprised by that. I thought they would be a good team this year. Then, number 12 in the Western Conference, the Utah Jazz, who have won 28 games and have lost 37. These are like the worst teams we're going to get to. Now, I think there's one more bad team. Number 10 in the Eastern Conference, the Atlanta Hawks, who need to trade one of their key players. They really do. The Atlanta Hawks, who have won 29 games and have lost 36 games. Then, moving back over to the Western Conference, the Houston Rockets, who are number 11. They have won 30 games and have lost 35. I thought Houston would take a step this year. It's because the West is so deep this year that they're probably one of the worst teams just because of how deep the West is. Let me see. Next. So, moving back over to the East, at the 9th seed, the Chicago Bulls. Yeah, the Chicago Bulls, who have won 32 games and have lost 34. Chicago should trade it all. They should get rid of all of them. At the 10th seed in the Western Conference, the Golden State Warriors, who have won 34 games and have lost 31. And then in the Eastern Conference, the Miami Heat, who are number 8, have won 35 games and have lost 30 games. And then straight over to the West, number 9, who have lost, which are the Los Angeles Lakers, who have lost 36 games and have won, who have lost 31 games and have won 36. So, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Los Angeles, they would be higher if the East or if the West wasn't so deep. Then, okay, so then in the 7th seed, in the Eastern Conference, the Indiana Pacers, who have won 37 and have lost 30 games. And then, the East, again, which are the 76ers, the Philadelphia 76ers, who have won 36 and have lost 29. And then the 8th seed in the West, the Dallas Mavericks, who have won 38 games and have lost 28. And then we stay in the West for the Phoenix Suns, who are the 7th seed, who are also tied with the 6th seed, but they have lost 27 and they have won 38. And they're tied with the Sacramento Kings. And then moving over to the Eastern Conference again, they're also tied with the Orlando Magic, who are in the East. Then going over to the West, then it's the 4th seed in the East, which are the New York Knicks, who have won 38 games and have lost 27. And then the 5th seed in the Western Conference, 39 games won and 26 games lost, which are the New Orleans Pelicans. Then we stay in the West for the Los Angeles Clippers, who are 4th seed, won 41 games and have lost 23. Then we go straight over to the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference, which are the Milwaukee Bucks with Dame and Giannis, who have won 42 games and have lost 24, who are also tied for the 2nd seed with the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are in the 2nd seed in the East. Then we go over to, we're going to stay in the West for a little bit, the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are in the 3rd seed, who have won 45 games and have lost 21 games. Then we stay in the West, the 2nd seed, Oklahoma City Thunder, who have won 45 games and have lost 20. And then the Denver Nuggets, who are 1st in the West, who have won 46 games and have lost 20, only one game above the 2nd seed in the West. And then we're going straight over to the number 1 seed in the whole league, the Boston Celtics, who have won 51 games and have lost 14. So that wraps it up for the standings as of March 14th, 2024. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and this was a longer video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Peace.